Hold on, I've got to rewind this. Hold on. Okay, right back to the beginning. There we go. Hi, I'm Larry Z. For those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe. I'm what they call a photography enthusiast. I like to grab a camera, go out anywhere there is light or dark, snap a picture with whatever camera I have. If I have my cell phone, if I have an old film camera, if I have a newer DSLR, you know, I have a lot of these old cameras that I'd like to just walk around with and use. It's nostalgic. Years and years ago, when I was in my teens, yeah, I know that's hard to believe. I was actually that young at one time. But when I was in my teens, I would ride my 10-speed bike out into the countryside up in the hills of Pennsylvania. And I would take, actually I had a Pentax K1000 camera. That was my first SLR camera. I went out to purchase one in a kit at our local Kmart. And oh, Kmart was big back then. You remember, right? Okay, so yeah, I got the Pentax K1000 camera. This isn't it. This is one that I just picked up not too long ago. Well, about 4 years ago. And because I had ended up selling mine, I wasn't using it for the longest time. So, and so this is the same thing. And I got it with this nice little 50mm lens. I got a 135mm and also a 80 to 200mm with this. And these lenses are nice on the K mount because I also use Nikon DSLRs, and I can actually use all these lenses with an adapter on my Nikon digital cameras. So it's really nice, and it gives you a certain look that a lot of the newer lenses don't have. So but anyway, that's a long, deep subject. I really enjoy taking pictures, and I like sharing them. I share them on Instagram and Facebook, and you know, a lot of my friends have enjoyed just looking at the pictures, and I like to share what I do. Not that it's, you know, I mean, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of photographers out there who do such an amazing job, and I'm just one. But we all share what we see, and we all see things differently. So, you know, if you're just getting into photography, or if you've been in it for a while and you don't feel really, you don't feel like your photos are that great, share them anyway. You know, it's, I share mine, and some of them come out wonderful. Some of them are just, you know, I look at them and think, did I really post that on Facebook or Instagram? What are people thinking? And people enjoy whatever you share, because, you know, it's coming from here. I know that's kind of crazy, but yeah, whatever you're doing, hobby-wise, photography is a great hobby to be into. You share what you do, and people will appreciate it. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. You can see on the screen, I've got a lot of the pictures here that, you know, I put into a little slideshow. And I also have this, all these pictures in a slideshow in one of my other videos here on YouTube. Yeah, a lot of great experiences here, from places that I visited, not only in Pennsylvania, but in New York, Virginia, all the way down here in Florida is where I live now, Central Florida. It's beautiful down here. You get some of the coolest looking birds. The wildlife preserves here are phenomenal. You have hundreds of different birds out there, and right now it's the end of September. We're coming up to October. This is a really nice time of the year because we're going to see a lot of birds, migrating through. So, oh yeah, I'll be out there with the camera again. So, I started this channel not too long ago to share some of my adventures, some of my experiences, and maybe some knowledge. And not only that, but to share some maybe a little comedy here and there. I like to laugh. People, we all like to laugh, and so I like to throw some humor in there. So some of my videos, if you see some off-the-wall things, I don't mind laughing at myself if it helps you through the day. That's why I like to be here, to help people through, and it helps me through knowing that I'm doing something good in this fun world that we live in. So anyway, get out there and take more pictures. It's fun. If you have an older camera, it doesn't matter if it's 2 megapixels. It doesn't matter if it's an old film camera. It doesn't matter if you have a flip phone that you're taking pictures with, or the latest and greatest thing. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube of all the new latest and greatest cameras coming out. We are so blessed today with what's available. I mean, think about it. Years ago, we had certain film stocks that we could purchase, and you had a camera that would open a shutter and close it, and you would capture on your ASA or ISO film 100, 200, 400, 800, depending on the light available and what look you were going for. Different film stocks, Velvia, just there's a whole, we had a nice selection of film back then, but today all this digital, wow, and look at that, what Fuji does, and all the manufacturers, with some of the manufacturers, they will give you a choice of creating a picture to look like certain old film looks if you're nostalgic and you like that look. Today, you can just point and click and automatically come up with the sharpest picture in the world. You've got what they call in-body image stabilization now, where you can be standing here and shaking around and still get a good picture, even if you had 10 cups of coffee that morning and your hands are going like this. You got the IBIS inside your camera, and you click, and you get a picture. What's that all about? I always had to hold real still, make sure I didn't drink coffee before I went out, put the camera up here, be real steady, or get a tripod. Oh yes, a tripod. So you had to drag that heavy tripod out there into the forest with you and all that. I never did that. What I did was I strapped, when I started out, I strapped this around my shoulder. I rode my 10-speed bike out to the mountains, and I just had street tires on it. I'd go over all the rocks, up the hills, up the mountains, and I was way up in the Allegheny forest, and looking at birds and over the range up there, and I'd take this out, finding all kinds of neat pictures, neat flowers and whatever. And then I'd come back with 24, 36 exposures. I'd have to get that developed. And we had those 1-hour photo booths back then. So you could do that, if you're really looking forward to seeing what your pictures look like. Oh man, I can get it done in 1 hour. But before that, I used to take it down to Revco or wherever the the drugstore was, and okay, I'll wait a week or two and I'll get the pictures back, and boy, I can't wait to see how how many of them came out blurry, and like, yeah. But every now and then I get a good shot. But I just did it handheld, I just went around the mountains and blah, 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 click, click, click. Threw a lot of money, threw a lot of money away. So that's what I like about digital now, is I can take out the DSLR and take 1,000 pictures, and I have a chance of getting one good. Or if I take my time, I can take one picture and get it just right with all the settings. So there's a lot to know about photography. I'm sharing my experiences, and right now I'm just rambling on and on. But thanks so much for listening. I am going to continue to make videos, and hopefully you subscribe and you go on this journey with me. I'm just having a blast with it. And yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for being here. All you guys on social media, all my friends, thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being a friend. I need friends, Okay, I get crazy, so what? Check out some of my other videos. You're new to this channel, thank you so much for visiting, and yeah, leave a comment. Tell me my nose looks funny. Tell me you like my photography. Visit my website, whatever, and get out there and take some photographs. If it's with your cell phone, with your DSLR, with your mirrorless camera, whatever it is, get out there and enjoy picture taking.